Ruth Langsford still wearing wedding ring in new pic after Eamonn Holmes girlfriend spotted with sparkler on left hand. See Ruth on Loose Women with her beautiful ring above. It comes as Eamonn's girlfriend Katie Alexander has been spotted wearing a ring on her wedding finger, but she has denied it is an engagement ring. A representative for Katie, 42, told us, "There is no riddle. Ms. Alexander is not engaged to Mr. Holmes."
Former This Morning stars got Eamonn and Ruth married at the Elvedham Hotel in Hampshire on June 26, 2010, after a 13-year relationship.
Speaking 3 years ago on the anniversary of their big day, Eamonn told Hello Magazine, "Ruth and I have always known we're good together and she knows I love her more today than ever."
The presenter, who is also father to Declan, Rebecca and Niall, went on to say about tying the knot long after the birth of their son Jack. "This is our chance to seal that properly. And to say to the people we care about and those we've got to know well over the years, come and share this special day with us. Come and enjoy a big old hoolie." Ruth has yet to remove her wedding ring, which is on the same hand that she wears an Apple Watch. The star has rings on both hands, including on her right hand where she also wears a pretty vintage silver watch. Ruth's breakup with Eamonn was revealed by The Sun in May. The couple's marriage was said to have rapidly deteriorated after their departure from This Morning in 2021. Eamonn's girlfriend Katie sparked wedding rumors when she was seen with a new ring on her engagement finger. Katie showed off the sparkler while shopping near the TV presenter's home, but has insisted they're not engaged. The gold and silver wraparound shone in the sunshine as she was spotted near his home in southwest London. Counsellor Katie drives to Eamonn's luxury pad most weekends.
The Sun has told how she has lifted the ailing 64-year-old's spirits at his £2 million bachelor pad.
And Katie has excitedly told friends she and Eamonn, who is beset by mobility problems, are planning a future together.
He moved out of his marital home after his devastated wife and former This Morning co-host Ruth discovered messages between him and a mystery woman. We previously revealed he had become intimate with the counselor specializing in affair and betrayals months before his marriage split. Eamonn has showered Katie with gifts and treated her and her kids to trips as their relationship developed further. Ruth put on a brave face as she returned to Loose Women last week.
Jinger Duggar details siblings' fear of not having enough food growing up in Duggar house.
Growing up in the Duggar household may not have been exactly as it was shown on 19 Kids and Counting. Jinger Duggar spilled all the tea of the struggles the family faced to feed 21 mouths on the latest episode of her podcast with husband Jeremy Vuolo.
"I remember a few times when we were very young some of my siblings would take their plate of food. Get ready for this, it's disgusting. In the bathroom, they would carry it and put it on the bathroom counter. My mom would be like, don't do that. They're going to eat it," Jinger, 30, recalled during the August 1st episode of the Jinger and Jeremy podcast. "That's literally what they thought. I'm not going to be able to eat my food because somebody's going to take it and we might not have enough for seconds today."
While some kids were eating meals in the bathrooms in order to hide food, Jinger went on to discuss the difficulties of sharing just 2 bathrooms between the large family. "There was constantly a line and the water would not stay hot very long, so if you wanted to have a hot shower, you needed to be one of the first 2 or 3 in there," she continued. "I think when we were younger that was more of a problem because we only had 2 bathrooms in most of our rental homes."
The shocking revelations come nearly 2 years after Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 6th child released her bombshell memoir, Becoming Free Indeed: My Story of Disentangling Faith from Fear, in which she went into detail about her upbringing in the Institute of Basic Life Principles.
"While this is not the first book I've written, it is the most challenging," Jinger wrote in the book's introduction. "The process has been far more emotionally exhausting than I thought it would be. It's been tough because it's so personal. At times, I've wondered if I should even write it. But I know it's necessary."
One of the shocking revelations Jinger dropped in her January 2023 memoir was of her battle with an eating disorder in her early teenage years. While she now admits she and her siblings would eat canned foods right out of the can, she previously struggled with body image issues that caused her to eat very little.
"I was convinced my body was an embarrassment," she wrote. "I'd go days hardly consuming any calories. My weight dropped, but my body image didn't improve. It almost never does in those situations because the weight isn't the problem. No matter how thin I wasn't satisfied with the way I looked. This obsession with body image was terrible for my physical health, and it certainly wasn't good for me spiritually. I felt no judgment from my mom, just love and care, Jinger continued. I knew I was going to be okay because she had been through it. Jinger is set to release a follow-up to Becoming Free Indeed titled People Pleaser, Breaking Free from the Burden of Imaginary Expectations in January 2025.